Dajiarao and welcome back in Nihao Putarjo. Today is a very special episode because I'm going to have a guest with me, an expert from Bordeaux, Valentin.
Hi, CC Vincent, Dajiarao.
Valentin works from Dourtes. You remember the owners of Chateau Pellatour from the first episode of Nihao Putarjo.
Dufu eating your ibai Kishelunian de Lichele. Women yo wuba gongting. Women yo tuge jongwen. Tai tuge putong de difang. Tuge AOC.
I thought it would be very interesting to go deeper in one appellation from Bordeaux, which is called Saint-Émilion. We saw the difference between the right bank and the left bank from Bordeaux in the first episode of Nihao Putarjo. Valentin, would you mind explaining us the difference between the right bank and the left bank?
Bordeaux region is crossed by a river called Gironde. That's why in Bordeaux we divide the region into two different areas, the left bank and the right bank. What is very important is the concept of terroir.
And terroir, we saw it in the second episode of Nihao Putarjo.
So just a friendly reminder, Vincent, the terroir is a synergy between four different elements: the climate, the soil, the grape varietals that we decide to use, and the expertise of man. So according to where you are in Bordeaux, in the left bank or in the right bank, you will have different soil types that will impact on the grape varietals that you choose and that will impact on the style of the wine. First, let's talk about left bank. Left bank goes from Graves and Pessac-Léognan AOC in the south to Médoc in the north. Left bank is very famous for the soil that we call gravel soil in Bordeaux. So we call it in Bordeaux warm soil. Warm soil are very suitable for one grape varietal, which is a late ripening grape varietal called Cabernet Sauvignon. Right bank, by the contrary, it's mainly cold soil. Why? Because it's limestone and clay mainly, and limestone and clay eat up with difficulty. This kind of cold soil are very suitable for Merlot.
Okay, so thank you very much for this insight. Today we're going to focus on Saint-Émilion. Maybe you could tell us a little bit more about this appellation?
The wine of Saint-Émilion represents 6% of the total production in Bordeaux. Of course, it's predominantly planted with Merlot that represent roughly 60% of the production. Cabernet Franc, the other main grape varietal from Saint-Émilion, represents 30% of the production. Since 1955, there has been a classification in Saint-Émilion that classified the top wine from Saint-Émilion. In this classification, you have first the Grand Cru Classé A, after you have Premier Grand Cru Classé B. With, for instance, Chateau Figeac. And after you have Grand Cru Classé. You have as well in Saint-Émilion what we call Saint-Émilion AOC and Saint-Émilion Grand Cru AOC.
Great, so we're very lucky today because we're going to try a Saint-Émilion Grand Cru named Château Grand Barail La Marzel Figeac. It's a very long name, I know. A beautiful estate with a very beautiful terroir.
Thank you very much, Vincent. Indeed, Grand Barail La Marzel Figeac is situated on the plateau of gravel in Saint-Émilion, at the opposite side of Château Figeac that we talk about, that is Premier Grand Cru Classé B. Château Grand Barail La Marzel Figeac is only 15 hectares. In terms of plantation, classic Saint-Émilion blendings, it's about 80% of Merlot and 20% of Cabernet Franc. Now the main question, why this name is so long? It's because it was actually the union between three farms in Bordeaux, three different families. That's why you have Figeac as well that is present in Grand Barail La Marzel Figeac.
Nice! So here we're going to taste the 2012 vintage. We have not talked yet about the importance of vintages. Each year the weather is going to influence the quality of the grape and hence of the wine. From the moment the vine is going to grow buds in spring to the harvest in September, the weather condition is going to influence the health of the fruits. So temperature, rain, sunshine, all these parameters are going to influence the quality of the wine each year. Valentin, could you please tell us a little bit more about the 2012 vintage?
2012 was a very challenging vintage. After a mild winter, we had a very rainy spring. But thanks to Dourtes team expertise, we were able to adapt our work in the vineyard in order to cope with these difficult conditions. And, as it happens a lot in Bordeaux, the dry, long and sunny summer allow us to be able to harvest when the fruit are perfectly ripened. So actually 2012 was a pretty good vintage. So GBLF 2012, the blend is 80% Merlot and 20% Cabernet Franc. In terms of aging, we age the wine for 12 months in oak barrel.
Now you're an expert on Saint-Emilion and we can try this wine. Alright, first, you know the process, we're going to take a look at the wine to see the color of it.
So as you can see on this Saint-Emilion wine, it's a ruby red color.
Yes, and you can already see that it's going to be a medium-bodied wine. Okay, and you know the second step now, we're going to smell the wine, smell the aromas of this wine.
So the style of Saint-Emilion Grand Cru, and especially the style of Grand Pareil La Marzel Figeac, which is on the plateau of Gravel, so with a pretty high proportion of Cabernet Franc, you have floral flavors, for instance violet.
What is very characteristical of this wine and characteristical of Saint-Emilion is going to be the fruitiness on the nose, very generous on the fruit side.
So now the last step, which is probably the most important, is to drink the wine. Santé.
Cheers!
So what you found on the nose, you have it as well on the palate. It's a very fruity wine because it's Merlot dominant. It's very rounded.
Yes, indeed, and also very well balanced because the tannins are rather soft, rather silky.
Yeah, it's typical of Saint-Emilion. It's very elegant. It's on finesse. That's what we try to do with Grand Pareil La Marzel Figeac. We try to express the terroir, to express the style of our AOC.
And the finish also is very remarkable, very beautiful finish, very elegant.
Yeah, you still have it in the mouth after like a couple of seconds. So yeah, it's a good wine. Like always with wine, it's always better to pair it with some food. So in terms of wine pairing, it could be very good. I can imagine it very well with, for instance, duck confit, pork in sauce.
And beef also if it's not well cooked. If you go on a medium rare, exactly, with a quite juicy, this wine could be good.
As I always say, the most important is to enjoy wine and food with good people, beloved people.
Alright, it's enough for today. Thank you Valentin for being our Bordeaux expert and Saint-Emilion expert today. We learned a lot with you.
But thank you very much. It's my pleasure to share a little bit of our culture and to share a little bit of our wines together.
And if you want to learn more about Dourthe, I'm going to put a link to their website in the description of the video. And obviously, if you want to find a bottle of Grand Pareil La Marzel Figeac in China, you can send me a private message. Alright, time to go. Thank you very much for watching the 4th episode of Nihao Putarjo. And obviously, don't forget to drink wine.
谢谢，再见。